Hi guys, welcome to the studio, and I am here today with just a very simple little craft session. We're just going to cover this box. I was recently going through some of my dad's belongings and come across this box, and I thought, well, you know, it's beautiful and I want to reuse it. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I was going to cover the sides, but then I changed my mind because I'd have to take this off and the hinges, and I don't really want to, in case I can't get them back on. Plus the screws on them are so teeny tiny. I do have screwdrivers that would work, but yeah. And I've already got some measurements, and yeah, so it's 5.5 that way inches, 5 inch that way and 5.5 that way. So I figured that these 6x6 papers would do, and I'm going to have a look at this one, which is driftwood. Beautiful. I think I got this given, I believe. I want to say my fabulous friend Michelle at Michelle's Cards, Colouring and Crafts, but I'm not 100% sure. This is the sort of thing that she would have sent me. Did I get it in my December? No, I don't think I got it in my Advent swap. Anyway, because I've had it for a while. I can't remember, either I've bought it or someone gifted it to me anyway, but it's gorgeous because it's all wood related, and I love that. I really do love that, almost like chic sort of thing. Excuse the noise, guys. Yeah, I cannot read who it's from. M&C Boutique or something. It's from the works anyway. And then I have this Love Vintage one, again from the works. This is probably one that I've bought or been given. I've not got very many pages left in this one, but I want to use this. This is beautiful, but I think this one will fit in better with the colour scheme of the box. Yes, so I'm going to use that for the top. So now we need to choose a lovely one for the inside, and I want this woody effect, but I don't know which one to use. That one's screen. These are also feel slightly textured, which is awesome. We've got that one. I don't need to turn it around because we'll get to them in a minute anyway. Or we have this one. I think this one would work very well. Beautiful blue. Don't think blue would. Well, it would, but that's a nice one. That one would go, wouldn't it? Oh, I love that colour. I love that one, but I think I'll save that for a different project. Okay, so now let's go this way. Alright, so yeah, we're at the blue now. Oops. Don't think white's just boring, I think. That would be nice. But I think the other one, this one, were it that one that I'd seen? Yeah, I think that one. Oh, it's so hard to choose, but I think this one, and let's take the other one as well, just in case. Where was the other one? It's blue. This one, wasn't it? Let's take this one and we'll see. They're very similar anyway, so I mean we could use both, I suppose. Okay, so how do I want them? Do I want them going down or across? think across for that one and maybe down for that one. Alright, so this is, like I said guys, just a really simple craft video. Did I set? Yeah, I've set the exposure. I need my big one, sorry. I just need something simple to get me back into doing things. Okay, so that one's going that way up. So upwards we need 5 1/4. Excuse me, which is there. Going to turn it around. Right. Yeah, that's fine. So 5 1/4. Oh, I'm using the wrong measurements. It should have been 5 1/2. Whoopsie. The 5 1/4 is for the outside. Whoopsie. Okay, not to worry. We've only a little piece taken off that. Let's choose another one. Oop, sorry guys. Let's get another one. Is it this one? Yeah. It is this one. Okay, so read the right one there. We're doing width, so we need 5 1/2. Okay, so 5 1/2. There we go. Teeny tiniest little piece, and that's too big, so we just need the teeny tiniest little bit more off there. There we go, that's better. And then we need what am I even doing? Right there, 5 inch. See, I'm still doing it wrong. 5 inch there, but it's just over. So 5 1/2. That way. Right, so I need this one is 5 1/2. Honestly, what is wrong with me today? I cannot measure for anything. Why is it still not right? Because I'm cutting the wrong bit. Honestly, guys, go on, scream at me. I know you are. Oh, just keep cutting and adjusting. We'll get there in a minute. Alright, so this one needs to be 5 1/2. Wow, I have measured this so wrong. No, 5 1/2 is right. We're still doing the height here. So 5 inches. Right, I've got 5 inches there. So we need to come in just a teeny bit. There we are. Hooray! We got there. Whoa, oh my goodness. How overcomplicated was that? I'm just going to take a smidgen. Oh, okay. I'm just going to take a smidgen little bit more off there. That's better. That fits in there much better. Wow. How difficult was that? Let's see if we can get this one right. I want the orientation this way. So, this bit needs to be 5, so I need to turn it that way. And we need to go 5 inches. That's better, but then we need a teeny tiny little bit more off. Looks like I've rounded up. There we go. Just a little bit more. Perfect. Okay, so now this bit needs to be 5.5, and that needs to go in the right direction. 5.5. Perfect. Just need to take a teensy bit more off. I'm rotating because I'm looking for the pattern. Yay! Oh my goodness, how difficult did I make that? How easy? See, this is what I mean, guys. I just need something simple, and I can't even get my head around that right now. Honestly, wow. Alright, so we're now going to take these out. I'm going to use my Swiffer and make sure there is no little bits in there or anything that won't need to be. Okay, and now we're going to glue. And so that's going that way, that one's going that way. Alright, so which way do I want this bit of pattern here? That way, okay. And yeah, that bit of wood looks better that way. Okay. Goodness gracious me, guys. Honestly. I could not have made that any more difficult if I'd have tried. Right, so I'm going to use some 3-in-1. Beacon 3-in-1 because it is just a really good glue. All round. Okay. We're probably going to get some smudged out, but that's fine. Alright, which way do we want it? We want it that way. So, this one's going to go into the top. So let's get it in place and give it a little wriggle. There we go. See, there is a tiny little gap around. That's fine. Let's give it a good smush around. My glasses are steaming up. Okay. Good stuff. And then do the same for this. I want it that way, didn't I? Did I? I think I want it that way now. Honestly. So I'm going to just splash the glue around, mostly in the middle because it will work its way to the edges once we put it down and smush it out. Okie dokie then. So, last chance to check the pattern. I want it that way. Right, and again we'll put this one in and wriggle a little bit. Love it. And then smush the glue outside, oh, from the inside outwards to get the edges. Lovely. Look at that, that's so beautiful. Not that it wasn't before, but wow. Alright, so now let's put the lid down on here And somehow, without messing it up, I want to put this on. Alright, so I have the measurements for this, but I'm going to remeasure it. Because now I don't trust my own measurements, even though I think I measured it wrong. So 5 3/4, yep, that way, and 5 1/4 this way. Yeah, okay, so we need to go just a little bit shy of that. First of all, let's take that little piece off here. We don't need that. Okay, so this way is 5 1/2. So I'm going to... Wow, 1 second. My goodness, guys, the cats are in a particularly boisterous mood today, and they've just knocked one of the pictures off the wall upstairs in the hallway. Anywho, so we need 5 3/4 this way. So that is there. So it's actually doesn't need that much off, does it? But we need to come in just a teensy bit, so I'm going to take that off that edge, and then 5 3/4 is there. I'm going to come to just this notch in between a 1/2 and 3/4 and take that side off. That should give us, yes it does, that should give us a little gap. Yep. Why does that not look straight? It is straight. Well, it lines up there straight anyway, but it just doesn't look straight. Or is it me? Okay, probably just me. Maybe the box isn't straight, that's what it is. Alright, so now we need to turn it that way, and we need 5 1/4 off here. So we will start with 5 1/2 to get rid of... Actually, we can do it just 5 1/4, can't we? Because there's more pattern at the top than the bottom. I'd rather keep the top pattern than the bottom. So, yes. And then we need a little bit more off. So, where are we? 5 1/4. So 5 and, is that 1/8? Maybe. Might even have to go 5 on this. Yeah, I'm going to have to go 5. This box isn't straight. Let's go 5. Might even need a bit more. Nope, perfect. Love that. That is just, wow, beautiful. Okay. So, again, for this, that's not straight. That is just not, surely that's not straight. It's not straight, is it? Is it heck? Wow, what on earth is going on? Why can't I cut in a straight line all of a sudden? I'm just going to cut like the teensiest bit off all around, just to make sure. Oh, I cut the top strip off, didn't I, first? That'll probably be why I've probably done it wonky. It's still not straight, but that's better. Why does it look smaller on that side than that side? That is not straight, is it, guys? It's not just me. 5. Wow, it is. It's exactly the same. It's an optical illusion. That does not look straight. 5. And wow, that is exactly the same, but it doesn't look straight. How strange. Anyhow, okay. Right. So now we're going to glue this in the same way. Let me get a baby wipe out ready. Oh, what if I knew where they were? Where have they disappeared to? 1 second. Of course, they were in the living room because we had granddaughter last night. Just going to get that out ready to wipe up any glue smushes. Okay. So again, put like a fair bit in the middle. However, what I am going to do with this is, before it dries, I'm going to use my glue smusher. Try and get right to the edges. Oh, this glue stinks when you use it like this. Good job I've got the window open. Okay, so now I'm going to pop that on the top there, wriggle it around a little bit, and let's wipe. Got some glue on the top there. That's fine. Okay, shouldn't need the baby wipe now actually, because we smushed it. Let's get it off here though before it dries, because it dries like snot. Horrible stuff is this. Yes. Okay. There we go. Oh, how pretty is that now, guys? We've got a beautiful front, well, beautiful top on the box. And then when we open it up, it's lined nicely. I kind of want to cover that, but is there really any point? Suppose there might be. Let's just do it anyway. I've got the paper, so excuse me, 5.5 by 5. Okay, so what pretty paper do we want to put underneath? Well, we don't even need to put pretty paper, do we? Let's have a look at this one. There's the one in here that I'm not really fussed about. Actually, there was one with writing. Where this one? Yeah, this one I'll do because it's a pinky colour. That would be nice. Alright, so back out with this. Let's just cut that off. Okay, so we again want the same measurements as this, so we want the width to be 5 3/4, but we also determined that we want it just a little bit before that. I'm going to come down this side because there's a little gap in the writing there. Okay, so let's a little bit more off. So 5 1/4. No, 3/4. We went to that one, let's do 5.5. Okay, just a smidgen bit more. 5.5. There we go. Oh, that is like a perfect fit. And then I think if we just do that rather than actually measuring, it's not straight, I know that, but we have our measurement then, don't we? So we have 5 7/8. Is that it? Let's go there. Oh, I could just squish it in there. But let's take just a smidgen little bit more off. Perfect. Look at that. Alright. So, that is the right way. Again, let's do the glue smudge. So guys, it's October. It is my birthday month. Woohoo! Normally I'd be excited, but hey, no. I'm now nearly 5 years off being 50. Yeah. So, want it that way or that way? Let's have it this way. Yes, so anyway, as I said, it is my birthday month. I don't particularly have anything planned for my birthday because it's not a big one. I mean, I'm 45 this time, but I'm already planning my 50th. So, I mean, not that you always have to have or get a party or anything for your big birthdays, but I didn't get any, you know, I didn't get to do anything for my 40th because of COVID, worldwide lockdown and whatnot. Well, I think by then there were some restrictions being lifted, but still, travel was kind of out of the question. So, yeah, we didn't get away from, well, I didn't get away from my birthday. So, my 50th, I just kind of, I'm planning it, nothing's set in stone because I keep changing it, but I do want to go away for my birthday. Several destinations, not that I'm going to several destinations because we're not ever going to be able to afford that, but I have several destinations in mind that I would like to visit. I mean, if it's within the UK, which some of it could be, then it is well within budget. And it means I get to meet some awesome people along the way. But if it's out of the country, which fingers crossed I'm hoping it is, then yeah, the budget is stretched really thin. So, and it's just going to be a one and done thing. So, and not necessarily for my actual birthday, because of the time of year, might be going earlier, but we shall see. But yes, October, spooky season, pumpkin season, guys, and Halloween, which makes me really want to dig out my Creep on June stuff and carry on. The original intention, if you followed that series, was to pick it up again in October and carry on where I left off with it, because obviously I didn't get it all done. So that was the plan, to pick it up again in October, because it's spooky season and I'm working with, like, obviously creepy stuff. Creep on June, it's Frankenstein and Dracula and all that sort of thing, Van Helsing and whoever else and whatever else, witches and ghoulies and stuff. Sorry about the noise, guys, I'm just using this to try and get the glue off the front. But I don't know if that's going to happen, or at least all of it on camera. I might do some of it in the background, to be honest, because there's a lot been going on lately and I'm still not 100% in the filming mood or vibe. But I still want to craft, so I may just get some of that done off camera and then come on camera and show you what I've been doing. I am so thrilled to hear on Friday just gone on Barbara at 49 Dragonflies YouTube channel that her and Louisa Heinzel will be doing Defemember again this year. So in January and February, my Defemember series will continue. Obviously they call it Defemember because they are making ephemera in December, all throughout December. I did my own little series in January and February, doing the Defemember prompts all throughout January and February, and called it God's sake. Sorry guys, one sec. That, believe it or not, is the cat playing with the grandchild's toy truck. Anyway, yeah, so I, instead of doing it all throughout December, I combined the last 4 years of prompts and I did it random selection, like a random generator, and I did Defemember in January and February throughout both months, hence the Defemember side of it. Just my little take on it. And I really enjoyed it, guys, and I will still be working in the same journal because we've still got a lot to get through, except this year we're going to have, well, I say this year, next year for me, we're going to have this year's prompts added in as well. So it's still going to be a random picker because I've got other years to get through as well, and that is kind of my aim. So instead of doing Defemember with Barbara and Louisa, I will be waiting and I will be doing mine in January and February. Yeah, not every day, but you know, I will be working through it. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get through quite a bit, but that should give more a good start to the year, next year on the channel with videos. This, I love this. I know we didn't need to do the bottom, but I'm glad we did. This is just going to be for like ephemera. I love it. I really do love it. It's so cute now. Not that it wasn't before, but it just looks even nicer now. Still kind of wanted to do the sides, but I don't want to mess that up. And I think it looks really nice how it is. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, but hopefully I will be back to doing regular videos, because I have missed videoing, and like I said, I have missed the crafting side of it. I haven't really done much. But yeah, so I'm waffling, so I'm going to go, guys. Okay, so take care, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. I apologise for making such a simple simple task complicated. I mean, how complicated can you get cutting it to size and gluing it in? But I somehow managed to make it complicated. But yeah, so I'm super happy with this, and this will live on my desk or on the shelf next to me, and I will fill it full of little bits of ephemera or something. So you will probably see me in future videos reaching for this when I need something. Yeah, so take care guys, stay safe, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!